Australia. My travel. I was so lucky to actually win a trip to any English-speaking country in the world. To pick a country was not an easy task, but I ended up picking my favorite country in the world, Australia. And by this presentation of this country, I will make you want to travel to Australia and experience all the cool stuff you can see and do there. I will start by telling you some basic facts about Australia. The country is the world's sixth biggest in area and lays in the continent Oceania. It is 24 million people in Australia, and that's not much if you think how big Australia actually is. The reason for this is the outback, which is the dry and desolate place in the middle of Australia. Over half of the population lives in the 8 biggest cities in Australia. The capital is Canberra and not Sydney, as many people may think. The government is monarchy and they have Julia Gillard as the Prime Minister. The political system is based on the liberal democratic tradition. It is based on religious tolerance and freedom of speech and association. Queen Elizabeth II is actually Australia's queen. The reason for this is that the British captain James Cook was the one to discover Australia. The British government decided to send prisoners there so that the English prisons should not get overcrowded. Australia is the only nation to govern a whole continent and its outlying islands. Australia has no official language, but the most spoken language is Australian English. Australian English is quite similar to British English, but it has a distinctive accents and vocabulary. As I talk to people, I notice that they like to shorten word as Aussie, which is Australian. They also have many slang words as back of Bork, which means a very long way away. Working life. There are so many different types of jobs in Australia. The most common job in Australia is retail sale assistant worker. They don't earn as much money as us people in Norway. However, they are some of the most hardworking people, even though they get just above average payment. The working environment is completely different than what we have here in Norway. Sports. When I visited this country, I noticed that the Australian people are very big with their sports and are very high ranked in what they do. The two main sports in Australia is rugby and cricket, and I will talk a little bit more about cricket. You can almost say that Australia is cricket obsessed from November to February. The Australian cricket team ranks number 1 in Test cricket and number 2 in one-day internationals. Test cricket is the longest form of cricket matches. They are only played internationally and last up to 5 days. Only the best national teams play in the Test series. Cricket is one of the most popular sports here. I got to know more about a cricket series called The Ashes. The Ashes is a Test cricket series played between England and Australia. The Ashes is between the team that most recently won the Test series. And in the pictures there are Australia's cricket team, and it's the trophy you get from the Ashes. Plan a trip. When you're planning a trip to Australia, you have to plan carefully. The country is so big and it's so much to do. This is not a place you travel for a weekend. If I were you, I would have at least been there for 2 weeks. Australia's surf beaches are incredible, such as Bondi Beach. You can visit a new beach for each day you are there. I tried to learn how to surf, but it was hard. I ended up watching the surfers and laying on the beach chilling. Travel to Sydney and see the beautiful Opera House or the Great Barrier Reef. Stop in Melbourne, which is the second largest city, and shop, go to restaurants, and see the Yarra River. Taking a trip to the outback, visiting the Uluru, see some kangaroos, enjoying the nature and animals you can only find in this country. It's so much to do, I can't even mention everything, but I hope you got your eyes open for Australia. Thank you.